what is something you were so excited for that ended up being disappointing?
Ooh,
because
can I go first?
I stayed up late last night in anticipation for something and was disappointed when it finally came round. Who wants to go first?
The way Looney just stared through my soul when he said that. He's just like, and I was disappointed.
Is anybody excited to answer this question?
Yes, I'll go.
Go right ahead, Antonio. I'd love to hear it.
Okay, wait. Jamie, please go. I feel like you're ready to go.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Antonio, to pass it off to Jamie.
Yes, I have to.
So
Obviously I'll have
Yes,
to
I
take
think
it
I
now.
might have to.
I think everybody knows at this point that Halloween is my favorite holiday. That is my go-to holiday. That's what I celebrate.
What's your go-to costume every year? The same costume? What is it?
Oh, no, I don't have the same costume. I change it up
Slender
every
Man.
year.
What? You change every year. Aren't you just a pirate every year?
No, I love Halloween. Like, I don't think you understand. I love Halloween.
She showed me.
What an
She says I love
absolutely-
Halloween. Shows me a tattoo of a pumpkin on fire. What if that meant something else to you? How would I know what that means?
That means Halloween.
Huh?
Well, she's
All
showing
right.
you in the context.
Let me
All
hear your
Jamie,
story.
go ahead.
Let
go
me
ahead.
hear
So
it.
anyway,
I'm sorry,
as a kid, I was probably like 14 at the time, and I was,
I'm baffled. I'm baffled by that. That his immediate assumption was that every Halloween you went as a pirate.
Okay.
Give off these pirate vibes.
I don't know what this guy's talking about. It's a common question.
So I remember I was, okay, I can't. Can you go left in the corner or something? So I was 14 and I decided that I was going to go trick-or-treating with my significant other at the time. And
At 14, you had one?
yeah.
You're so cool.
She
All right,
was
sorry,
married.
go
She was
ahead.
married at 14.
Absolutely.
Totally. So I remember...
Ding, 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 ding. All right. Anyway.
Go in the corner right here. I wanted to go trick or treating with my significant other, and he wasn't as into it, and that kind of made me upset. But like, it's whatever. You got to pick and choose your battles. And so I remember I dressed up as a green crayon, and because green is one of my favorite colors.
That's great. I was a
So-
pink crayon for several years.
Ooh,
Go on.
Where were we? I mean, we could have been in the crayon box, man.
It was about...
He's very old. He's
9
very
years,
prehistoric.
It was about 8 years after.
Dinosaurs run
Oh.
the world.
Yeah. So anyway, go on.
So I
that! Ow!
So I was a crayon. I was so excited. I got all dressed up. I mean, I did the whole 9 yards. I took photos. I was really excited to go trick or treating because that's my thing.
Sure.
I actually stopped trick or treating when I was 20, so I'm
Gross.
still a little sad.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go trick or treating, and so I walked from my house to an elementary school that I used to go to, and I was supposed to meet up with him. And he showed up, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna go skateboarding with my friends."
Awesome.
And
Can
I
I
was-
come?
I was
Oh, I'm
upset.
sorry. My bad. Oops. I forgot you're the one getting hurt here. I'm so go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
Sounds like a blast.
So he just didn't go with you?
So he kind of I watched him skate away with his friends. And
Oh, my bad.
I kind of
That's
was
such an
and-
80s movie thing.
And I was literally sitting alone at the elementary school. And I had to walk home, and
my God.
I was crying the
Yeah,
whole time
and-
I was going home.
And while she was doing it, she was just drawing on the ground a broken heart
Her
with
head.
her green crayon.
How long did you
Oh.
stay with him? How much longer did you stay with him after that?
I can't remember. It wasn't much long after that. I broke up with him a few times after that on purpose, and I made him cry. So.
On purpose.
A few times after that. So you got back together to do that again.
That whole
Yeah.
sentence was
Wow.
so confusing.
Yeah.
I broke up with him a few times after
On
that on
purpose.
purpose
Yeah.
to make him cry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't even want to dig into that
Nope.
because I want
Did
it
he
to
ever-
stay as absurd as
Did he
it
ever
is
break
on the
up with
surface.
you, or did you win every time?
Oh, I broke
Did you
up with him.
Oh, you didn't let him get one breakup? You had to break up with him every time?
Nah, but he won though because he got to go be rad with
You
his
got to
friends.
go
Skate with his friends.
You got
Dude,
to go
I was so
be in a
upset.
90s soda commercial.
I mean, like,
Was he
as-
dressed as a crayon and just skated away?
oh, he wasn't even anything. He didn't believe in dressing up, and like that's my holiday.
At
man.
14, you didn't believe in that?
Yeah, that made me sad. That made me really.
That's
upset.
annoying.
Was he like
That is really annoying. Like,
Was he like a big skater kid? Like that's what he did?
Oh,
in
he still
school?
skates now to this
You
day.
still know him?
Yeah, I know him.
Oh wow! It's
I mean, like, I'm not like
Tony Hawk.
I mean, like, I don't hang out with him, but like, I see him on like social media, and I'm just like, this guy thinks he's a pro. Like, he takes.
This
he
guy's
has,
following his dreams. A loose.
this guy does like photo shoots and whatnot on the skateboard. I mean, this is,
he's like at the X Games, like taking home first place. Oh, he thinks he's a pro.
He's real good, huh?
it was
What a
so
bum.
awkward. Like right after I broke up with him, I went out to eat with my mom and her friend, and I found out that her friend was dating the guy's dad. And
Your mom's friend was dating him?
No, my mom's friend was dating his dad, and I was just
Oh,
like, yo.
his dad.
I was like, I don't want to do this. She's like, he's such a
mom's
nice guy.
friend was dating him. The 14-year-old.
Yeah, that guy's rad. That guy's shredding. Dude, that guy can get anyone he wants. He rides a skateboard.
When he said in the Halo 3 lobby that he banged my mom, he meant it.
He was just letting me know.
He was in the armchair when I came home with a newspaper, and he pulled it down and went, "Hello, son."
Straight up, though,
So you were disappointed. So the thing that you were disappointed in was your own boyfriend.
I was disappointed that I couldn't go trick-or-treating.
Why couldn't you go trick-or-treating?
I didn't want to go alone.
She got
Why
too
not?
upset. She had to
That's
cry about it
sad.
afterwards.
Did you have
Awesome.
other people to talk to?
I didn't have another group. I went with my dad.
Oh, well, that's
cool.
still,
Well,
that's
meet
still
those,
nice.
meet those.
Yeah, my dad was like, come on, let's go together. And I was like,
Nice.
this is
Papa,
my
shout out
dad.
to Papa Dukes.
That's nice. Yeah, nice work, Jamie's dad.
Yeah.
Did you go on roller
Mr.
skates?
Jamie.
No. My dad actually is getting new roller skates, so.
Well, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah.
But
all
he's
right.
not a skater like that, so he's not going to disappoint me.
No, he's not
He's
rad.
a skater of a different.
He's not
a
real
different
My dad's
role.
going to go trick-or-treating with me, even if I'm like 70.
He's not rad.
I mean,
he's
you're
groovy.
still going to be the same size as you were when you were 14. So
Okay.
it's just-
I've heard that before.
So the same pirate costume will fit.
Arg. Crayon costume.
Sorry, I get them confused.
Yeah, me too.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
So one time I met CM Punk, and I was really, really excited to meet
CM Punk, famed double WE wrestler.
W. I mean, yeah. So I was really excited to meet him. He was one of my
W.
favorite wrestlers. I watched him growing up. I loved the promo he cut with the Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt, where he just like came at the whole business in general. I couldn't tell it was real, it wasn't real. It was a great time, right?
Okay.
And I was so excited to meet him. I signed this line. I was at like this like Eternal Con, like I don't know, just like a random.
Oh,
little,
dude, I know. Yeah, you're
little-
over at the Cradle, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
like a little Comic-Con or something. It wasn't the actual Comic-Con, but I knew I was gonna meet him. So I was meeting him. I got like my picture for him to like sign, but he
could just say
wasn't. He
Eternal
wasn't gonna sign. I don't know if it was or wasn't. I want to
People
make
know
sure.
it was at the Cradle?
I don't know if it was or wasn't. You know what I mean? Like I've been to a lot of different cons. You know, pros and cons, all the things. And so
Pros at cons.
I was upset and disappointed because he was refusing to
I'm
sign
keeping that one in the back pocket.
any WWE stuff.
Why?
Because he really hated them. Like this was right after, you know,
What is
the
he,
whole
like the
thing.
Ringo Starr of wrestling?
Kind of. So he was only gonna sign like Ring of Honor stuff, which is like what he did before WWE. Only gonna sign UFC stuff, which he did terrible in. Like I was just upset that he wasn't like, I'm paying to see you, sir. Like, can you please just sign? I know you like hate it now, but like, please, this is what I know you as.
What did you pay to see him?
What do you mean? Oh, I don't remember, but I think it was like around like below 100. It wasn't really that big of a deal.
Okay.
But like to sign something would be more extra.
What?
So I was like, why would I ask you to sign something? Because it's a picture. So that's what I was paying for, the picture with him and meeting him. But like, why would I pay you to sign something that I don't want signed? But you know what? I cut my losses and I got it signed or whatever. And you know, I was talking to him and I was like, this was like when I was around 18 and I was super straight edge. Like I didn't want to do any type of stuff. And that was his whole thing. He was straight edge, right? And so when I met him, I'm like, this man's not straight edge. Like there's no way. Like I don't know. I just didn't feel that vibe from him.
He's drinking
And I was
right now.
telling, and like my pops
He
was,
reeks.
like my pops was telling him like, yeah, listen, man, like he loves you, like this is like he wants to like be straight edge just like you. And he was like, straight edge, like, oh yeah, straight edge. I'm like, oh no way.
Oh, he
so
forgot his
funny.
branding.
So honestly, like I got so upset after I met him, but then after
Don't light a match near
just
CM Punk.
completely disappointed in him. You know what I mean? Like it really was a moment of like, don't meet your heroes, right?
Yeah.
But then afterwards, Edward James Olmos was just there chilling. All right,
Who's that? Is that another wrestler?
he's in a movie. He's an actor.
Oh.
He's like a Hispanic guy. He used to be he's in the movie American Me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's just like this very famous like mob boss for like Hispanic mafia.
Cool,
things.
cool.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? So like I went to go meet him and I only remembered him from Dexter. He was in this one episode of Dexter, like one season of Dexter, when he like talks to the guy that's hearing voices. You know that old man? That's him.
Oh,
And
nice. Okay, got it.
So I went to go meet him because my dad loved him and like all those mob movies he's been in and like, you know what I mean? That was stoked to see him, and he saw him alone, no line near him.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like just kind of like, you know, just a celebrity that like no one really knows about. Like he's not no John Leguizamo, but he's like pretty famous.
Okay.
And so
Wow.
I went with
What a
him.
Casual shade. The casual shade and John
'cause I felt
Leguizamo.
like I had to compare it to another-
Luigi from the Mario Brothers movie? How
Hey,
dare
he's
you?
much more than that. So yeah, when I met him, it just felt more authentic. It felt more real. I was like, huh, like
More down to earth.
yeah, I liked meeting him better. And I was like, damn, but CM Punk was my guy. Like, you know what I mean? I kept looking at the autograph I got, and I'm like,
It just goes to show
Stinks,
you,
man.
You just don't know.
That usually is how it is, but like a
Yeah.
lot of it's weird because it like loops around. Like the more famous a person is, the typically worse they are to meet.
That's so sad.
But then it loops back. Like they're even more famous than that, then they suddenly get better again. Like I don't understand. Like I met John Cena one time.
Oh, really?
And it was like he was so much fun to talk
Yeah,
to.
that makes sense. I
Like
can
he
believe
was
that.
a lot of fun to talk.
yeah.
And I joked with him. Like I took a selfie with him, and I asked if we could retake it because I couldn't see him. And he turned around. He's like, "Ha!"
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
it was really funny.
I've heard that one before.
He like turned around and he looked at me like, "Yeah, we're doing that, okay."
If you ever speak to me again, I'll be sure to pile drive you through the
But like, it was that kind of look where you know he wanted to laugh.
Oh, sure,
You
sure.
know, like you
Yeah.
could see it behind his eyes that he was laughing.
Like you got him, but you didn't want to get got.
I got him, but he didn't want to say it.
Imagine you like said that, right? And then he goes like, he just like whispers to security guard, and the security guard goes like, "Okay, everyone on the line, no more can't see me joke." Yeah,
Yeah.
for you. Imagine how you
my
feel. Like,
God.
you're just like, oh,
I would have been crying. I
What
would
if
have been
you were
laughing
the reason
so hard.
that You Can't See Me was no longer his thing?
I would have, but man, I would go to cons. I'd be that
Wreak
guy.
havoc.
You are something.
Oh my god, I love the idea of a bad pun ruining an entire brand.
experience.
A whole brand.
Colton's dying.
So
I would
cool.
love it. I would love that so
Like,
much.
the press
You kidding me?
conference. Yeah, listen, guys.
was
Sorry to
me.
all my
Dude,
fans.
Especially, no, like he doesn't even say anything.
He doesn't even say-
Like you take a picture with him and say, "Dude,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Do you mind if we take another one? I couldn't see you." And then you like kind of look at him like, and he doesn't say anything and he doesn't make a face. But instead,
Completely stone faced.
he turns and he motions to a security guard. He turns around. He leaves the building. You don't literally see him anymore.
Ever again.
He's no longer in the WWE. He doesn't do any movies.
He quits everything
He just quits
immediately.
And you find out like 8 years later on the internet that he's like a pilot. Could you imagine?
And on the plane it says, "Can you see me now?"
Wow.
I would be the amount of joy that would bring me
Dude,
would be
that-
unreal.
That's the kind of impact I want on this world.
That's absolute. I want to
To leave
derail.
the earth for 8 years to find out you're a pilot?
No. I want to be the reason
To
that
push
someone
somebody into the-
loses their brand.
I want to absolutely ruin a career like that.
That's my goal in life.
That's hilarious.
What an amazing idea.
Because,
Wow,
like,
what a disappointment.
Because
Oh,
not
no
only
way.
that, it wouldn't even be my fault.
Right.
You know, because I would just be that last straw. You know, I would just be on this mile high stack of hay.
In my hypothetical, you are the reason.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
And I love that idea.
It's like, you know what, man? It's like, do you blame a gust of wind for blowing over a bad house?
Yes.
Okay, but like, build it to resist it.
No.
Yeah. Duly noted. Duly
I'm
noted.
the first little pig out of straw. Because that straw was doing just fine before that big ass wolf came around. I was fine without that dude.
Clearly didn't live in a place with any wind ever.
But how
Yeah,
about you, though?
no, I didn't need to. I had a house of straw. That was a house. That was
so
all good.
funny.
The
Oh,
wolf
my
came
God.
along and destroyed that.
Yeah.
I was fine.
I-
What was your disappointing story?
My
Did you have one?
disappointing story, yes, I did. I actually streamed my worst disappointment ever. There was a game, my worst gaming disappointment. I should
Okay,
say.
cool, yeah.
So I streamed a game called No Man's Sky. And this was, do you remember this?
Yes,
really
of
bad,
course.
right? Like,
Yes.
critically acclaimed terribly.
What's actually terrible is that the game is amazing now.
Now, yes.
Yes, because the company that put it out basically canceled all of their other projects and put all of their effort into just continually
that game.
upgrading and improving. And the game's amazing.
It's
now.
really cool, yeah.
It's
I'm with
so
you. Though.
cool.
I was so excited for that. I pre-ordered the hell out of it.
Yep.
I was late to work that day to go to the mall and pick it up the morning that it came out because they didn't do a midnight release.
Yes.
So I went to the mall and picked it up at like 10 a.m. as soon as they opened.
Yep.
Went home, played it for like an hour, was late to work, and was like, this is cool. I like this a lot because I only played an hour of it.
Yes.
And then I got back and I kept playing it and I was like, oh, this isn't done.
So wait, what's the disappointment?
The disappointment is the
Talk about it,
game.
talk about it.
So the game was like, it was one of the biggest hype games of 2016. It was like, you're supposed to be procedurally generated universe where you could go to limitless planets in the universe, like an actual universe. And you could just go to all these different planets and every planet would be different.
Sick.
Procedurally generated means it will take what it has already created and reference it when making something else so that nothing matches.
Sweet. So it kind of like it's like a kind of like remembering like, hey, this is done.
Yes.
So don't do it again.
And
Got
it would
you.
keep all of that. And like if you got out of a certain area, it would procedurally generate the area you were just in.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
cool. It was
would
supposed to be just
different.
this infinitely huge sci-fi
Like,
open exploration game.
One of the selling points was you could play this game for 2,000 years and never reach the end.
yeah.
That's sick.
Like,
So then, like,
yeah.
where's the disappointment?
The disappointment is that
there was no structure to the game.
no structure to the game at all. It was buggy. It was laggy. It was awful. It was $70.
Yeah. It was exactly as advertised though with what they were making that main focus to be, which is you could very well explore this infinite universe. That's exactly what they did. And that's all there was. There was no plot, really.
There was nothing.
There
So
was
they
nothing.
just focused on the
That was the
exploration.
only thing that they put any kind of work into, and they barely put any work into that at all. Because
sucks.
once you got to a planet, there was nothing to do on it.
Yeah.
So like
It was
there
just
no
this open like sandbox of,
Yeah.
of nothing.
There was
but
no
now they've added
objectives.
so many
Yeah,
things.
there was no objectives. There was no multiplayer. That was the big thing that people wanted. Is
Yeah, that
you
was
could
huge.
make bases, you could make ships, and you could like fly with your friends, make space pirate crews, and like you could
Right.
go do that. Yeah, it was awesome.
There you go. Back to your story.
It was a completely single player game.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
It was released.
So, but now it's improved
Yeah.
a bunch. But I completely understand and joined your disappointment. Then
And like as I was streaming it, I'm like, I turned it off. I was like, this is garbage.
Yeah.
And then I went to go play Sonic. I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
I was like, this game sucks.
well, the reason I brought this topic up is because I stayed up till midnight as I usually do on Thursday nights to listen to the new music that comes out.
Oh no! Don't tell me what I think you're gonna say.
Dude, not a single thing came out today that I wanted to listen to.
Really?
Not a single thing. I went through a bunch of the new albums that came out and, turned on a couple of songs. Not a single thing came out that I was interested in. I didn't like...
There's
I
a
didn't,
new Arctic Monkey song. Did that not?
No, I don't like them. I do, like for
I
me,
don't like
for me
them.
personally,
I don't like 'em.
for me personally, the stuff that came out today, I was so disappointed.
Me
Didn't
personally,
you
I
like
wouldn't
post something
allow
about Gorillaz new album?
The Gorilla, yeah. So the Gorillas
That
have a
was-
new album
that was
coming out
today?
in the spring.
With Tame Impala.
With Tame Impala is on one of the songs, yes,
Yeah.
and that's going to be
That's
cool.
interesting.
And Beck is on one of their songs. Whenever they do a song with Beck, I like it. So that's going to be
Beck
great.
is such a weird anomaly in the music world right now.
Strange,
Isn't
right?
he?
Yeah. But I like every song they do with him. So
Floats
Yeah.
around.
He does. He's not like his own artist anymore.
He's like those planets. He never references anything else.
He's the T-Pain of indie music. Like it's weird.
But he's not auto-tuned, is he?
No, but like he serves the same role.
An anomaly.
Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, so I was severely disappointed in the music today,
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
and that's why I brought. Listen, there's always next week, right?
Hey, hey,
Hey, come on. Oh.
Hey,
Oh, take it easy.
And plus, there's so many things out there that have been around for so. Like I just yesterday listened to Bill Withers live at Carnegie Hall from 1973 for the first time. I love Bill Withers.
That man has a voice like butter.
Oh,
Like, it's just-
mommy.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I listened to that yesterday for the first time, and I was like, this is incredible. How have I never... So now I'm going back to some of my favorite older artists and trying to listen to concerts from back in the day. I'm talking Carpenters. I'm talking... What do you mean, oh?
I don't know. Like yes. Like yes.
Oh, yes.
Would-
Oh, yes. Good. other ones.
There's a band named Carpenters.
The Carpenters, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Give them a listen. You'd like
They're
them.
great.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Check 'em out.
yeah.